Hello, thanks for joining us again for Halvorsen Camping Journal. Today we're at Jackson County Park in Scottsboro, Alabama, on the shores of beautiful Lake Guntersville.
Okay, I just want to touch on a few things here. We're going to basically just focus on some highlights, so we're going to be going quickly to many highlights. There's a couple negative things here. We're going to tell you about those first, and then we're just not going to dwell on those things. We're just going to move on and show you all the great things there are here. This campground is a little bit more expensive than the state parks and the Army Corps of Engineer camping. So that's a little bit of a disadvantage. Also, there is no fire ring and there is no grill, which was a disappointment to us because we really like that. The other thing that was a negative was most of these sites are full-time residents in here, and that was a big surprise to us. There may be 10, maybe at the most, that aren't, and there's probably 100 campsites, do you say?
150.
150 campsites, and there might be 10 that are for transient like us. They're just coming in for the day. That was a negative to us. So indeed, you can't see over to our right. There's a really shabby camper that's been there for a long period of time with no tag on it, and it's really quite an eyesore. And there's a few of those out here, and there's some rows back where there's people living, and it's really not very nice. But then there's many places that are brand new RVs that are kept up very nicely with beautiful decor around them and everything. But that was a little bit of a negative. These people are not required to move. I've never been to a park other than a privately owned one where the people are not required to move. So we're not going to dwell on that anymore, and we're going to point out many, many wonderful things at this park, and we'll share just quick little highlights. So stay with us. Thank you.
Okay, so here's a picture looking across Lake Guntersville. We've got a beautiful day cruiser boat here, and at the horizon, a couple of cooling towers from a power plant up the road. This would be the ridge on the other side of the river, and we have some nice vistas up there. Here's the Coleman camper, and there's Erin waving hello. Okay, this is the setup of the campgrounds, and again, we are waterfront. We happen to be here on a Saturday, and there's plenty of campers, but there's really not a whole lot of people enjoying the water. Maybe later in the day they still have to work or something like that. But this is a scenic campground. Up here in the middle is one of the bathhouses, and then back behind there is another one. But again, this is a type of camping where you can bring your boat, tie it up, and enjoy the recreational boating of the lake. Okay, let's go see another great part of this campground.
Okay, here we're at a scenic overlook where there's actually 2 pull-through sites that are available to rent that don't have permanent people in them right now, and you can see that he's showing you one over there, which are really great for big RVs to come into. But we wanted to show you this beautiful overlook that you have here, and you can look out onto the lake and see the mountains across there and get a real good look at the park. And right where you're looking right now is where our RV is off in the distance, so you can get an idea. One of the concerns also of this park, though, is even though there's like 150 sites, there is no number on any one of these sites. So I would think from an insurance standpoint that the county is really leaving themselves open. If there's a 911 emergency, how are they going to find you? Those couple minutes of them trying to hunt for you here, or to get a hold of a city manager or a county park to figure out where you are, could really be a problem here. Also, there is no rules here. They didn't give you any kind of handout. When we got here, there was no sheet of paper that said the do's and don'ts, where the dumpsters are. There was nothing. I have never, that I can recall, ever checked into a place and they didn't hand you something to let you know what was going on at the park and what you could do, what you couldn't do. Usually they tell you what you can do with your animals, what you can't. So those are a couple more negatives, and we're going to stop focusing on those, and we're going to head over to the day use area, which is sensational. Thank you.
Okay, so now we have left the campground area, and we're showing some of the day use type areas at Jackson County Park. This is a very nice paved walking trail. If you decide you need to rest a little bit, look at this nice hanging swing. There are benches here and there all along the trail to stop and just take it easy. If you have children, there's a very, very nice modern playground just after you come into the park that has very high quality looking playground equipment. Okay, now we're going to show you the swimming area, the picnic area, and the boat marina and boat ramps. Okay, see you in a minute.
There you go. Okay, we're out on the path. We're going to try something here. Let you see. You can see little numbers along here. They must have a festival at some times of the year, and if you can see those little white places there, that is electricity. So it looks like probably what's going on there is people that have a little art festival or something, or food vendors or whatever. They've got some electricity, which is really well thought out, I think. And as you're coming up here, you can see there's a little clubhouse or a little pavilion area that's a little bit of maybe a kitchen area that's screened off and whatnot, which is great. They just had a potluck a few minutes ago. We saw them coming out here, and you can see there's the sign there. And then you're coming up on the lake here. So we're just on a little road here, and there's allowed for the bike path right here, which is lovely. Just really lovely. Look at these shaded places in here for a place to have a snack and stop for a little picnic. And we're going to move along a little bit faster now and get you out to the more attractive area where there's more people. But you can see how scenic this is. Quite lovely. Here we're coming to the lake now, where you can really see out across. You got people fishing, just enjoying the lake in general. There's a nice fishing dock right here. Look at this. Isn't that nice? Really lovely. There's a lot of people. This is Saturday, the beginning of June 2017. And you can see across there is the marina where you can keep your boat. And there's another dock. A lot of people using this park today. I want to show you the fishing hole. And not the fishing hole, excuse me. I want to show you the swimming area up here on the right, and some people. Look at people enjoying the camp. Kind of moving along real quick. The bathhouses are up here. There's one up here, but this is just a bathroom. But in the park itself, they have some nice bathhouses. They're better than most. They're not the best I've seen, but they are quite nice. So here, out there is the marina, and you can see there's the swimming area that people are utilizing. And up here on the left, there is a store for rentals of boats, and there's a restaurant coming soon as well. So, okay, we're going to bring you to the cabins next, and then I'll probably wrap up what we've covered today. All right, thank you for joining us.
Now here we are, showing another view of a part of the day use area, and here are the new cabins that they just finished, and about a month ago they started renting them out. Now it looks to me that you could reserve the cabin, rent the cabin, and have your boat right down here on one of the slots, day use type slots, and go fishing every single day, or possibly even come in off of the river if you were going on a trip, river trip itself, and coming up and renting the cabin for a few days and then going back onto your river trip. Over here we see a few more campsites. These are a little bit more shaded, and they're actually over in the day use area, not in the campground specifically. So here's another alternative for camping, it looks like. Okay, now if you like what you see, subscribe. And this is Halvorsen Camping Journal. Thank you so much. Give us a like. Thank you. Bye-bye.